Hello everybody and welcome to a bonus episode. Today we are going to do challenge mode. There are 23 challenges to complete, so let's start with the first one. Streamlined grind to the goal without attacking. Swinging your side would only slow you down. You start with 1 WP and nothing else. Your goal is to reach the end of the lich yard by grinding on rails in under 30 seconds. Dirt clod dash wall jump to release the dirt clod, then dash slash to victory. You start with 10 WP and nothing else. Your goal is to make it to the end goal by breaking dirt clumps off wall and dashing through them and tentacles. The challenge is set in the Iron Whale. Spider Scythe Snapperided vertical bar precisely defeat all enemies with the Spider Scythe. You start with 10 WP in the unupgraded Spider Scythe. Your goal is to defeat all enemies in under 1 minute 20 seconds with only the Spider Scythe. The stage is set in Pridamore Keep. The floor is lava. Master the judgment rush to avoid the lava and reach the goal. You start with 1 WP and the upgraded judgment rush. Your goal is to reach the end of the level using only the judgment rush and not touching any of the lava in this Lost City level. Beeto's Big Break. Juggle the beetle enemy with repeated attacks to reach the goal. You start with 10 WP and nothing else. Your goal is to take 1 Beeto and use your scythe to juggle it all the way to the end goal in the Plains of Passage, so you can dash slash up to it while avoiding enemies, obstacles and platforming challenges. The Beeto does respawn if you get far enough away, but so do the obstacles. Pro Scythe Ledin. Use the rail mail to collect all the gems. You start with 2 WP and the rail mail. Your goal is to collect all gold in under 55 seconds and grinding on any surface while avoiding beaters in Pridamore Keep. Lunkareth's Sunken Rodeo. Survive Lunkareth's onslaught and reach the goal. You start with 8 WP and nothing else. You have to survive Lunkareth's onslaught in a death scroll upwards the Iron Whale. Beware of spikes. Cannonball hole slash through cannonballs to collect the gold. You start with 6 WP and nothing else. Your goal is to collect all the gold that appear from 4 platforms from both sides while avoiding cannonballs. The challenge is set in the flying machine. Complete it in under 45 seconds. Sickle Striker. Reach the goal using only the throwing sickle. You start with 6 WP and the unupgraded throwing sickle. Your goal is to reach the end of the lich yard using only the throwing sickle. Pipes and Patience. Climb to the goal without using your scythe. You start with 1 WP, any damage is fatal, and nothing else. You cannot swing your scythe or dash slash. Your goal is to move through 4 screens of obstacles in Explodatorium. Rematch King Knight. Defeat the boss. You start with 4 WP, 100 Darkness, and an unupgraded Dual Skull. Your goal is to defeat King Knight. Rematch Phantom Striker defeat the boss within the time limit. Cloak, Striker Shawl you start with 10 WP in the Striker Shawl. Defeat Phantom Striker in under 50 seconds. Rematch Plague Knight defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 WP, 100 Darkness and the unupgraded Shadow Mirror. Defeat Plague Knight in under 45 seconds. Rematch Mole Knight defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 WP, 80 Darkness, and the upgraded Spider Scythe. Defeat Mole Knight in under 60 seconds. Rematch Treasure Knight defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 WP, 60 Darkness and the upgraded Bounding Soul. Defeat Treasure Knight in under 35 seconds. Rematch Tinker Knight defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 10 WP, 80 Darkness, and the upgraded Hover Plume. Defeat Tinker Knight and his Tinker Tank in under 1 minute 30 seconds. Rematch Propeller Knight defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 8 WP, 100 Darkness, and the unupgraded Cronus Coin. Defeat Propeller Knight in under 30 seconds. Rematch Polar Knight defeat the boss without using your scythe. Cloak, Raiment of Risk you start with 8 WP, 100 Darkness, the upgraded Throwing Sickle, and an active Raiment of Risk Cloak. Defeat Polar Knight. Rematch Red Eyes. Defeat the boss. You start with 8 WP, 100 Darkness and the upgraded Skeletal Sentry. Defeat Dark Red Eyes. Rematch Shield Knight. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 12 HP, 100 magic, and the fully upgraded Red Talon. Defeat Shield Knight in the past as Donovan in under 40 seconds. Rematch Black Knight. Defeat the boss. You start with 10 WP, 100 Darkness and the upgraded Barrier Lantern. Defeat Black Knight and Torment. Rematch Enchantress. Defeat the boss. You start with 12 WP, 100 Darkness, and the upgraded Bounding Soul. Defeat the Enchantress. Rematch Nightmare Red Eyes. Defeat the boss within the time limit. You start with 6 WP and the Ghostly Garb Cloak. Defeat Nightmare Red Eyes in under 1 minute 20 seconds. And that's all folks. I hope you enjoyed this project and I will see you in the next one.